If you're a B2B founder or consultant, LinkedIn is one of the best platforms you could use to sign clients consistently for your business. But most people are either doing it wrong or they're doing nothing at all. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing exactly what happens on LinkedIn and how you can use it to consistently sign new clients for your business in 2025 and even in 2026. And for context, what I'm about to share with you is exactly what we're using to book 20 qualified meetings every single month for our clients on LinkedIn and making them the go-to authority in their niche. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. Now, what the LinkedIn algorithm actually rewards now. See, I actually put up this script and it's me talking about the algorithm. But let's be honest there's no actual algorithm. It's not mainly just based on some codes running up together and pushing your content. It's based on what people are in demand for, what people are engaging, what people like, what people want to see, the kind of content they are engaging with, the kind of content that is getting them to buy, getting them to send you a DM. So it's changed a lot compared to 2024 because people now know exactly what the power of LinkedIn is. They now identify LinkedIn as a gold mine. There are a lot of new people on there, and the quality of content, the standard of content that needs to be going out has become a lot higher. Not so long ago they introduced video content, and now you're seeing video content on LinkedIn up to the quality of YouTube. So we want to move based on what is in demand right now, based on what people are engaging, based on what's getting people to send you a DM, based on what is getting people to buy. So now let's even forget the algorithm for a while. What do people actually want? And this is based on what we found after working with countless of agency owners, founders, and consultants. So if you want reach, if you want authority, if you want leads, you must understand what exactly is working on the platform now. So what's working now is one, showing real experiences, teaching two stories, post formats that build trust, they're easily skimmable, and speak in a conversational tone. Now you don't want to sound like a bot. You don't want to sound too corporate or not even corporate at all. And you want to prove why you're worth listening to. Now before I even dive into it, let me show you a few examples. This is a story. So I run a $5 million per year business thanks to this one person, my wife. And this is basically just writing as I speak. It's not jumped up. It's easy to read, easily skimmable. Now take a look at it. 816 likes, 63 comments. Very engaging post. Not exactly talking about his business, but you can see it's just a quick story. Look at the length. Not too long, not too short, easily skimmable. And then it starts with a reason to listen to him. See, I run a $5 million per year business thanks to this one person, my wife. So now starting this content simply with I run a $5 billion per year business, there are less than 1% of people run a $5 billion per year business. So this is a very good reason to read this post. Now look at this. After 8 months of testing, I finally created the most effective cold email system ever. Now there's the second hook. It's bringing in $10,000 to $25,000 every single month for client, and today I'm giving this system away for free. Now I know I put up a script for this YouTube video, but I think it's best for me to just let you know the whole idea behind getting results on LinkedIn or Twitter or even on YouTube. One, you have to give people a reason to listen to you. You have to be authentic. If I went on with this YouTube script, I'm probably going to sound like a bot, and I don't want to sound too professional or like exactly like a bot. So what's going on there is that one, you have to always give people a reason to listen to you. So after 8 months of testing, I run a $5 million per year business. We've worked with XYZ number of agencies. I ran 300 kilometers. I've been working out. Let's say you target executives and you help them, maybe you're a performance coach, and then you start your content with something along the lines of I've transformed over 100 executives. You start with that, and anyone who is an executive will have a reason to listen to you. So that's one thing you need to start. And that's everything about writing hooks. So other things is that you just want to keep it as short as possible and you want to keep it strong. Look at this. I run a $5 million per year business. After 8 months of testing, blah, 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 blah. And see, always keep it easily skimmable and a good call to action and all that. That's really it. It's not that crazy. But now, why does this matter? Why do you need to know exactly what you need to be doing? Why is this so important compared to before? Now, competition on LinkedIn is at an all-time high. Again, it's a lot different from 2024. There was a period where you could post anything remotely relatable and reach thousands of people. That time has passed. LinkedIn is now a serious B2B platform. There are a lot more creators, lots more companies. You would see people hiring head of content for $200,000 a year. So founders are getting to realize how important LinkedIn is and how much it could help them. So and one more thing is that AI is now a thing. ChatGPT is now a very big thing, and every single day is getting better at writing content. As someone that helps with creating content for more than 10 agencies right now, if you train it well, you would write good content. And then there's not just me who can do this, there are a bunch of people who can do this as well. So because AI has made it a lot more easier compared to where you spend 4 hours writing a post, you probably get it done in less than 20 minutes now. The volume of content that people are putting out is a lot more different compared to what it used to be back then, even 6 months ago. So the quality has increased, the volume has increased. So if you don't know how to match up, if you can't match up the quality that's been put out right now, thanks to AI and thanks to different ways people are using to get data for the to write quality content or write viral content that have or content that have proven to work for other people, thanks to AI. If you don't know how to do that consistently and put a lot of volume, you would struggle to win on it. So now, how exactly do you win on LinkedIn in 2025 and even in 2026? So now in early 2025, carousels were like the golden ticket on LinkedIn. In Q1, in the first quarter of the year, they got over 11 times the reach of text posts. But like every gold rush, it didn't last. And this is why I would say, don't just follow the algorithm. Focus on what people are actually looking into. So they got already caught up, competition flooded in, and now the average advantage is smaller. So it's still about 3.2 times better than text. Still great, but it's not enough to rely on. The new rule is balance. So the algorithm no longer wants just repetition, posting the same kind of thing every single time. So if you want to have a good mix in your content, one thing I would say is have 3 to 4 carousels or infographics. So let's say in a week now, this is actually what we're doing for client. So you want to post 1 to 2 personal posts, and here you have to put one case study or behind the scenes breakdown. Now a case study is basically you talking about some results you got for a client, where they were before working with you, what you then did, and the kind of results they got. So now you could do that. You could also make a lead magnet post. A lead magnet post is something like this. So you're promising a document where you're giving out maybe your system away for free, or you're giving out exact strategy you use for a client, or the exact strategy you're using to get consistent results for your client. So you do that, you do a lead magnet post every single week. You also make a case study post every single week. This time, a case study, difference between a case study post and the lead magnet post is simply that you're not promising the documents in the case study post. And then there's a third one where you simply just write a full post going over your offer and the exact time frame they're going to use to get results. So let's say you run you help companies run ads. So you can say something along the lines of, in 30 days we'll take over we'll set up your ad infrastructure, blah blah blah, break down exactly what you do and exact result they will get within maybe a 90-day time frame, and put in some results you've done in the past. So if people who are in market and are ready to buy, actively looking for a solution to maybe the ads are not working or they want to try it out, if they see that kind of post, they're going to send you a DM. So this works. This is something you can put out every 2 weeks. And then there's 1 to 2 personal stories or posts with personal photos. This is one example. So just make a mix of it. So what you want to do is that there's no exact number you need to be putting out, but I would say you should make it a mix. Put it like a salad or something. So put out personal stories every single week. Put out a lead magnet post every single week. Make a breakdown, anything that proves your competence, a case study, a client testimonial, a lead magnet post, or even do all three. Put out an educational post something contrary to what most people are talking about. So let's say there's a popular belief in your competitors are pushing out and you do not agree with it. So you make a post on that. You understand? That's insight based on LinkedIn. So that's really all you need to be doing on LinkedIn. By the way, if you want us to handle this completely done for you, you can click the first link in the description below. Let's see if we're a good fit. I'll walk you through step by step exactly how we're going to help you book 8 to 30 qualified meetings every single month with your ideal client without requiring more than 4 hours of your time per month. So click the link in the description below to book a call with me. And yeah, let's dive back into the video. And then when it comes to the length, don't make it too bulky. Make it easily skimmable, easy to read. I would say something along the line of 200 to 300 words is really good. Sometimes you could make it shorter, sometimes it's longer, depending on the kind of point you're trying to pass across. So again, these are very perfect examples for you. Easy to read, easy to skim through, and then they still got a lot of engagement. So now, post lifespan. This is something we've observed and has completely changed compared to what it used to be. Even on Twitter, I think it's something that is happening across multiple platforms now. Today, posts can start gaining traction after 90 minutes. So you might think, okay, your post is not going to pop up, and then over time, it just start working. So some posts, you post them today, and even 1 week after, you're still seeing traction. You're still seeing people engaging on it. It's still showing up on people's feed. So don't just post something and then, okay, maybe 10 minutes in, you're not getting engagement, and then you decide to delete it. No. The algorithm rewards consistency. So keep posting, keep trying, keep looking into viral content format. One thing I'd highly suggest you do is collect a bunch of viral content, especially in your niche or indirect niches. Collect a bunch of them. Use GPT to analyze exactly what is common there, the hooks, the body, what they're promising, the call to action, all of that. So you know, when you know exactly what a very good content is, or content that's getting a lot of engagement or getting a lot of leads is, you know exactly how to model it. So that's one thing you can do to consistently get results from your content. So when it comes to video content, the consumption is up 36%, but the reach is not. So it doesn't get a lot of reach compared to text post. But then you will find viral LinkedIn content. You will find viral LinkedIn video content. So the thing about video content is that if you wanted to get a lot of engagement, if you wanted to get a lot of eyeballs and the result it actually deserves, you have to put in a ton of effort. But then you could get those results with text as well. You understand? But of course, LinkedIn videos build more trust. People are seeing you directly. They'll likely up on sales calls with you if they've watched your video in the past. So it builds a lot more trust compared to text. So if you absolutely can spend your time to record high quality videos that are engaging and have a good story behind it, to have good words behind it, good information behind it, you're likely going to get a ton of engagement. So, but when it comes to the algorithm, it's not pushing it as much as text content. So in your free time, if you're not ready to put in a lot of effort into your videos, you could just do it once a week, or maybe 2 times a week, depending on how much time you got. So I absolutely recommend. But when it comes to direct comparison with text content or text with images and all that, texts are winning. But if you want to get the absolute best result, that means you need to invest a lot of time into video content, and you will get the results you're looking for as well. So if you ask me, should they do it or not? Absolutely, you should. But if you want to get the best results out of it, because the algorithm doesn't naturally push it, you need to deliver something insanely good as well. So the things that are dead now, motivational quotes, all of that. If you're a B2B founder or consultant, you should not even be doing this. You do not need it. Your ideal clients don't need this. So our next thing now is the commenting strategy. So commenting is still one of the fastest and most reliable ways to grow on LinkedIn, but the way to do it has changed. There was a time where people would simply just use AI to write comments, or maybe get a VA to write the comment and all that. Let me tell you the truth. This is absolute garbage. Don't do this. Of course, you're still going to get engagement, you're still going to get profile visits and all that. But if it does anything, it ruins your reputation. So just take your time, get 20 accounts or whenever in your free time. Just block 20 minutes and engage with people like a human would. You understand? So now let me give you an example of, let's say, this kind of post now. And it says, I run a $5 million per year business thanks to this one person, my wife. Now let me just quickly roast the comment section there. So this is very good. This one sounds like a bot. It's a question. I differ from your point of view. How do you pick your partner wisely? Blah blah blah. He's asking a question and he's speaking exactly how he speaks. So this word doubt creeping in, the door to doubt is always flung. No. Decent. Stay blessed. Like this can be easily simple, but it does not stand out. So what you want to sound is more like this guy, just from your personal experience and all that. And in this kind of case now, even though this is a lead magnet post where there's a simple call to action, in other cases, let's say it's not a lead magnet post, you could easily say, oh yeah, we've been running Codemy for quite a while now, and we'll be seeing the absolute best result compared to other channels we've tried in the past. So yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So you can see that's exactly how I speak, and I'm going to comment that same way because it's authentic. I sound human, and I'm more likely to get a response. And sometimes you go controversial. If you don't agree with the post, say exactly what you do agree with. So don't just sound like every other person. You want to stand out, and the whole idea behind the comment is to get views, is to rank top in the comment section and get profile visits. So when they visit your content, they're like, oh, who is this guy? When they see your comment, they're like, oh, who this guy? And then they visit your profile. So you always want to spend your time to write a very good comment. Don't use AI. It's do not at all. So next thing there is hook strategy. So this is what's going to determine if people will read your post or not. People only see the first two lines of your content. For example, in this one now, the only thing that is going to show if you're on mobile or on your laptop is these two things. This. So now, if you want to look at something there, you are giving people a reason to listen to you. Now, he said he's tested this in for 8 months and it's finally created the most effective cold email system ever. If you're trying to get the absolute best result with your cold email, or you're not getting the best result with cold email, you absolutely read this. Or if you didn't even if you read it and you were not convinced, and then he says it's bringing in $10,000 to $25,000 every single month for clients. Or you're like, oh, okay, this is what they read. So now that's the whole idea behind a hook. Look at this one. I run a $5 million per year business. That's completely better than what most people do. Most businesses don't make up to $5 million a year. So you always want to start with something that makes you different, a result. So let's say you're a coach who is selling something along the lines of making more money. You can say something along the lines of, my student makes XYZ per month, or my students went from $30,000 a month to $250,000 a month in 90 days. So those are things that give you authority and give people a reason to listen to you. This is everything you need to know about writing hooks. But then that's for flexing result. There are other ways there are other ways. So now look into this. I led a Navy SEAL team for 20 years. Here is everything I learned about leadership in 60 seconds. After 17 years at Google, these are 6 career lessons I wish I knew sooner. These ones are like insight. These ones are like educational. They're not exactly compared. They're not just like this one, which is like promising a result directly. But you can see there's always something. There are a few things that you'd notice here now. After 17 years at Google, 20 years, 6 career lessons, $5 million per year business, 8 months, $10,000, $25,000. So what I'm trying to bring to your attention is numbers. So what numbers do, or what number does in your hook, is make it specific. It doesn't make it generic. So now these are 6. And another thing is that you always want to promise something that they would get. You understand? You always want to promise something that they will get in the hook. So now, these are 6 career lessons I wish I knew sooner. So now, it means that if you open this content, you will see 6 career lessons learned after 17 years at Google. Now, led the Navy SEAL for 20 years. Here's everything I learned about leadership in 60 seconds. So now, you're going to get 60 seconds worth of leadership advice. You get to get 20 years worth of leadership advice in just 60 seconds. You can see it's giving you a reason to listen to it. So now, this is what makes authority hook so powerful. They immediately answers the reader's silent question. Why should I trust you? Why should I read this post? People are usually on the phone just like scrolling. They just like scrolling every single every single second. So you need to stop their scroll, give them a reason to listen to you, or they'll just scroll past you like every other person. Now, the last thing I promise is your 30-day action plan. Now, this is going to be based on who you are, what you do, who you target, all of that. So if you want a 30-day action plan for your LinkedIn so you can get the best possible results, you could just look into the description. There's going to be a link to get a 30-day action plan, and this is going to be based on whether you're a B2B agent, now consultant, and then it's going to be different based on some niches. So that's my gift for you for watching this video today, for watching the video to this point. So if you're a B2B founder or consultant doing over $30,000 a month and you want to be recognized as the go-to person in your niche on LinkedIn, you could just book a call with me. You would see a link in the description to book a call with me, and I'll walk you through step by step exactly what we'll be doing for you, so you will become the go-to person in your niche. And you may also get to learn exactly what we're using to book 20 to 40 qualified meetings every single month for our clients right now, so you can also book more qualified meetings and close more deals. Yep, that's it.